Hello everybody, my name is Joseph Corpolis, and today I'm going to be teaching you, or perhaps trying to persuade you, on why you should play the game of chess. Now, I would like to say that I myself have been playing the game of chess for many years, and I think it is very intriguing, fun, competitive, you name it. I am a big fan of this game, and you may have some stigmas in your head about, oh, it's boring and everything else, but give me a shot. So, this is a quote from Ben Franklin. You heard it right, Ben Franklin. Chess is not merely an idle amusement, since life is a kind of chess, in which we often have points to gain and competitors or adversaries to contend with. I wanted to add this because it really gives you an understanding on how people view the game of chess. It is almost like a mini lifestyle, if you will, or the way that we play the game ends up being teaching us lessons that we use in the real world. So today, I'm going to be giving you 3 topics. Firstly, giving you a basic understanding of the game. Secondly, what the cognitive benefits are, which is the biggest reason why I'm trying to persuade you today, is because our brains, when we play this game, just are so sharp. And why you should play the game, which I guess falls under that category. But shall we get started with what is chess? So, according to chess.com, which if you looked up chess.com right now, you could easily find a game with anybody online that's the same skill level as you within seconds. And they say that chess is a board game played between players that simulate a war between 2 kingdoms. So you got the white team and you got the black team, or the light team and you got the dark team. And they verse each other, and whoever wins, wins. Okay, it's a basic war strategy game, but it is very complex. It is very complex. But it's not hard at the easy levels. It's just like it has the opportunity to go very far, and there's a lot of, I think there's 1 billion different boards that you could have, because there's so many different pieces and squares. The game itself actually started in 7th century India, which the version we play was from 15th century Europe. But this just gives you a perspective of how long this game has been in some fashion or form throughout the years. That stood the test of time, and it is easily the world's most popular game. So, how is it played? Well, if you can imagine 64 squares, I can show you real quick. 64 squares, you have 8 ranks and 8 files. And on these 8 ranks and 8 files, you have 16 pieces on each team, of which there are 6 individual pieces that do their own unique style of moving. Rook, knight, bishop, queen, king, and pawn. And I don't want to go too into it because I don't want to bombard you, but the objective of the game is to capture the enemy's king. Simple enough. So, we said all that. This is how the game starts, with everything mirrored. And this is something that you could end up seeing as you get a little more further into a game. But, point is that we don't need to really teach chess right now, because the big point is that how does this game help our cognitive ability? Which is the biggest reason why I wanted to tell you about this, because I think this is fascinating. An article from the Chess Academy of Denver says that many studies show that chess helps children with cognitive development and increases math and verbal test scores. Okay, so within children, this can be a helpful, fun, don't forget fun, way to teach children important cognitive skills as they're growing up. Teaches them ways to develop pattern recognition, to develop concentration, and to develop decision making and problem solving. All these things are very important right as we're growing up, especially choices and consequences, right? When you make a move in the game, you can't take it back. So if you don't make the proper move, you have to live with the consequences of that and figure out how to make the best of what the mistake you just made. These are basic concepts in the game that you have to really follow. You can't sit there and doubt or dwell in your mistakes. You have to continue to try and make the best of what you've already done so far. Choices and consequences. So it improves cognitive skills like pattern recognition, decision making, problem solving, and critical thinking the entire time while you're playing the game. And you do this subconsciously, I must say, as a chess player myself. You're constantly analyzing the board and seeing what's going on. And you don't even realize it, but your brain is firing on all cylinders. Significantly better than if you're just sitting there on your phone like this. Okay, and I should tell you that there's an app on your phone that you can play it right now. So maybe you should try it a couple times. And they have plenty of things. Chess.com. Here's a quote from the University of Minnesota. It keeps our brain active and maintains cognitive abilities for longer as we get older. So if you were to play chess, as you get over, studies prove that your brain is much more sharp and stays maintained throughout as you get older, whereas if you did not. It is a simple brain exercise that stimulates cognitive ability, and this just blows my mind, because if you don't want to be old and without your brain, and you could play chess to dwindle that process, wouldn't you just play some chess? I mean, like, why not? So why should you play chess? Well, the principles of chess, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinion, reflect life. Looking at the potential moves that could happen. You have to look multiple moves ahead in order to stay on top of the game, because there's millions of different boards and lines that could end up happening, and you just have to be somewhat aware of what the best moves are and what maybe something else might not happen, right? In your life, there could be better decisions than others, and being able to make the right decision even though when you have no clue that it is the right decision to make is something that chess teaches you. Looking out for traps and tricks. Pattern recognition. I think that's a very big one, pattern recognition. But it also helps with your creativity. It is said that chess actually brings out your own personality, right? As I said, there's billions of different boards that could be created through just playing the game. And everybody say you're shy or aggressive, right? When you are playing the game of chess, it actually brings out those characteristics in yourself, because it is an extension of yourself like anything else. And it also brings people together. It's a two-person game. Me and my brother we play, we're not the best at chess. We're intermediate, but I bought a chessboard a couple, I think it was 2 years ago for his birthday. And I bought a chessboard. It's okay chessboard, but I bought a chessboard and we would sit down and we would play it together. And I'll never forget that, so it brings people together. Maybe you and somebody else could play, but. So my conclusion, chess, I know, can seem like a very boring and dull event, but it really is a competitive, fun thing to do, and it's very intriguing, and it keeps your brain sharp, okay? You gotta be firing on all cylinders, and it happens naturally. When you start to understand the game, it happens naturally, where your brain is, and it works, your brain works in ways it never does without playing this game, because it just does. The game itself is different, but it reflects life. It's a fun way to keep our brain sharp. So, hey, chess.com is free, and it is 10 clicks away, I guess. Chess.com, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 clicks on your phone away. So, give it a chance. I mean, brain power is something that we all could sharpen up on, right? And it's a fun way to help out with our brain. It's a brain exercise, so give it a chance. Thank you for listening. See you.